Why don't monsters eat ghosts? Because they taste like sheet. Don't forget, comment your jokes down below. Right, so hello again everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the FIRESTICK 4K versus the Chromecast with Google TV. There are a lot of people asking which device is better, which do I recommend, so I'm doing this video so you can take a general look for yourself and see which device may be better for you. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's crack on. Right, so first of all, what I will ask is do comment down below if you prefer the FIRESTICK 4K or the Chromecast with Google TV. This way, people coming and watching the video can go and check out the comments section to see which device is most popular with you. Right, so we're not going to cover absolutely everything in this video because it'd be boring for you and it'd also be boring for me and I can't be bothered. But we are going to cover a few main features and do various different tasks to see which one performs better. First of all, if you take a quick look at the pricing, as you can see, they're pretty much neck and neck. In the US, you're looking at $50 for the Chromecast. In the UK, you're looking at £60. I don't know where the logic is in that from Google, but yeah, us in the UK, we have to pay a little bit more. And the FIRESTICK 4K comes in at £50 or $50, so you can see they're pretty much the same. So the first test that we did do is how long it takes each device to load up from a fresh boot. So I was going to fast forward it, but I don't want anyone thinking I've manipulated the results, so you can see it for yourself. And I'm going to let this play, and yeah, let's get on with it. So as you can see, the FIRESTICK 4K loaded up a lot faster than the new Chromecast. I don't know if this is because the amount of suggested content that Google TV shows, or purely because of the amount of background processors that it has, but the FIRESTICK 4K did load up a lot faster. So next of all, let's take a look at the interfaces, so the launchers on each device. Right, so as you can see, they're pretty much exactly the same. At the top, they've both got sponsored placements. One thing I do like about the FIRESTICK layout over the Google TV is that the apps appear at the top, whereas on Google TV, they are a bit hidden inside the suggested content. But apart from that, they're almost identical. So with the interface being pretty much the same on both devices, it's not really going to affect which device you pick. So the next task that we did try is opening Netflix from fresh on both devices. We force stop the app, and then when loading up Netflix, we do see this time that the Chromecast is that little bit faster. Now, there's not many devices out there that I've seen that load up faster than the FIRESTICK 4K in this budget range of devices. So it is nice to see that the Chromecast is packing a little bit of punch, but that's only one test. Now let's try opening YouTube and doing a similar sort of thing. So when loading YouTube, once again, the Chromecast is that little bit faster. One thing I did notice is on the FIRESTICK, we do get a huge ad at the top, whereas on Google TV, we don't get this ad at the top of YouTube. So not massive differences, but Google TV, in my opinion, or the Chromecast, is winning when it comes to such as Netflix and YouTube. So next of all, I tried navigation and I tried how quick it'd load up when trying to install third-party apps. So in this part, I did use Downloader. I opened Downloader on both apps, and then I visited letscrackon.org. And then once I'd loaded up, typed in letscrackon.org, see how fast each device opened the website, and then just how fast it took, or how long it took me to get onto the downloads page. Now, both devices pretty much neck and neck, not really any difference there whatsoever. So then another thing that I did try is a speed test. So I was interested to see at what kind of speeds each device gave me over Wi-Fi, and when I did the test, same again, pretty much neck and neck. And I've got to admit, the Chromecast is doing a lot better than I expected. Now, one of the main differences with both devices are the remotes. Now, personally, I prefer the FIRESTICK 4K remote over the Chromecast. Purely because the Chromecast remote, it's very small. It's like a bar of soap, as I've seen a lot of people say. And as I said in the previous Chromecast review, when I'm using this remote, I keep clicking the enter button when I'm trying to navigate around different pages. Saying that, this is probably also down to personal preference and which one you may prefer. On both devices, you can pair up different remotes if you'd like as well, such as on the Chromecast, you could even link up an old FIRESTICK remote. So that's just some basic tasking or basic use of each device, just comparing it next to each other so you can get a general look of which device may perform better for you. Now, I think this is very, very close, and I'm guessing there's going to be very mixed opinions on this. Both devices support casting, both have very similar features, both have a very similar price point. The Chromecast does have 2GB of RAM, whereas the FIRESTICK 4K has 1.5GB. Now, this could be one of the main reasons we saw the Chromecast was that little bit snappier when opening different applications. But the FIRESTICK 4K does come with 8GB of internal storage, whereas the Chromecast only comes with 4GB or 4.4GB of internal storage. So it really all comes down to personal preference, and do you prefer to use Amazon or do you prefer to use Google? Now, for that long, me and my family have been using Amazon devices, and I can't see them wanting to switch to using the Chromecast. But that doesn't mean that the Chromecast is a bad device. To get two devices at this price point that allow you to stream in 4K, that allow you to watch Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, all in full resolution, this isn't something that we see very often. A lot of Chinese boxes, yes, they've got more internal storage, yes, they've got more RAM, but they are built on a mobile phone launcher. And when you're trying to watch Netflix and apps like that, you're going to get most of the time the resolution of 480p, which is absolutely dog shit. But I am interested to see your thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below. Right, so that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you soon. Ta-da! Why don't monsters eat ghosts? Ghosts. And do different tasks. So the first test that we did do is how long it takes each device to... So next of all, let's just take... I don't know what I'm saying. So the next task. Now, one of the main differences with both. Now, one of the main differences with both. I'm holding on to get a device at this price point that would.